Well, oddly enough, in Virginia at least, the nonprofit affordable housing field has been one of the leaders in green building. The Better Housing Coalition, Community Housing Partners, Habitat for Humanity, they basically do all of their habitats to Earthcraft standards, which is great. One of the reasons, kind of a core reason, in addition to the broader environmental reasons, is that low-income people especially need housing that's affordable to them, and they need to make sure that their energy bills are affordable. Whenever the HUD definition of affordable housing is housing that does not take more than 30% of income, but buried within that is included their utility bills. So if your utility bill is outrageous, which many of them are, then you're paying so much more for your housing than you need to or that you can afford. And so through a variety of ways, we started working on that. Now the Better Housing Coalition, which is by far the largest affordable housing organization here in the city, they do all their stuff to green standards. And I just heard the other day that they are now just about to complete their first 3 net zero energy houses. That's great. Health, indoor air quality is a major component of green building. And energy is probably, if you had to pick one, is first because it affects so much else beyond it. But health and quality, indoor air quality is very important. And because like we spend like 90% of our time indoors. If you have air that's not healthy for a whole wide variety of reasons, it's the biggest single threat to your health. So we need to make sure that when we're building any kind of housing, that it needs to be safe, it needs to have good indoor air quality, it needs to be very energy efficient, it needs to be water resource efficient. Water is the next big problem. It's a big problem in lots of the world right now, but it's going to be a big problem for us. And we're pretty blessed with water and accessibility to water. But believe me, there are parts of Virginia right now that cannot have really any significant more industry if it requires much water because they have used up all of their groundwater and drawn their water levels down in their soil. So it makes sense from every standpoint. It's not, no huge new technology is necessary. And the one thing I say often about teaching when I'm teaching about green building is mainly about paying attention to the details. Most builders don't.